everyone. You are watching Public Affairs. I am your host, Kayleigh Aiken, and today I am here with talking to someone about the Creation Conference here in Marion. So why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Pastor Reed, and I'm with Grace Community Fellowship out of Radnor, Ohio. We used to be here as Marion Grace, and then we combined with Radnor Baptist Church. And within that combining, we actually got a free building. So we moved down to Radnor. And I came on staff about 1.5 years ago with Pastor Joe, and I'm the associate pastor there.
Good.
Yeah.
Why did you guys want to combine the churches?
Radnor Baptist was a smaller church. They were down to about 12 to 15 people with a fairly new building, bigger building than what we had here in Marion. And so we came up here, they came down there, listened to us speak, and then we eventually just combined.
Yeah. It's nice to have a bigger community and family at a church. So why did you want to create and start the Creation Conference?
Well, I mean, if you're a believer and you look out into the world, we see a lot of lies that are being spread by Satan himself. And one of the big ones is the Big Bang Theory and evolution. Mm-hmm. And so God's Word speaks completely against both of those things. We believe in a creator God. And so we had a relationship with a doctor that actually teaches the creation sciences. And so we thought it was such a big subject, let's do a 3 to 4 day conference on that.
So that's why you chose that one doctor, is because of that creation of your image, I guess I should say.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean that's what he does. You know, he teaches creation sciences. So he goes all the way back to the very beginning and comes up to, and he teaches things like global warming, even what it is. And so there's just so many things going on out there that has people confused. God's Word, we know, is all truth. But sometimes it helps to have someone that actually works inside the sciences that helps prove creation.
So you talked about the doctor coming in.
Yeah.
So what does the conference entail? So what are the topics that he will be speaking on? Yeah,
so on Sunday the 7th, he will actually be speaking during our normal Sunday school. He's going to be talking about Noah's Ark to man, to today. And then during our normal service, which is at 10:45, he's going to talk, I think the title is called The Eternal Infinite Value of Human Life. And then that evening at 7 o'clock, or actually I think at 6 o'clock on that day, he's going to talk about the Noah's flood. And then the next day, so we go through Wednesday that week. The next day, we are actually going to have a luncheon on Monday, and he's going to be talking about global warming. And that evening, he's going to be talking about why he believes in a young creation. And then Tuesday evening, he will be speaking a road to man. So from the beginning, Adam and Eve, all the way up to today as well. And then on Wednesday, we're going to do another luncheon with him. It's going to be a Q&A, a question and answer. And so you can come in and ask him whatever questions at 12 o'clock p.m. And the guy would be able to answer any question that you have. And then that evening, he's going to finish up with a fun subject for kids, but it's interesting to me also.
Yeah.
It's called Dinosaurs Did and People Did Live Together.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you said a little bit about the days and the times. Can you just clarify for them what days and times? Because it's kind of an all-day event type of thing then.
A couple days are, for sure.
The luncheons and everything added together. Yeah,
so Sunday, April 7th at 9:30 a.m., he's going to do Noah's Ark to the Cross.
Okay.
And then at 10:45, it will be that, as we said a second ago, the eternal infinite value of human life. So he's going to talk about the value of human life. And at 6 o'clock that evening, it's going to be called The Waters Cleave. So that's going to be about the flood. And then on Monday, which is the same day as we're having, that the eclipse is coming through.
Ooh, yes, I forgot the eclipse is coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's why we actually wanted him to come during this time, is because the eclipse is coming through as well. At 12 o'clock, he's going to talk about global warming. That's a huge subject in today's world. I mean, you have people that believe in global warming, people that don't believe in global warming. So we're going to go to a source that we can get truth from. And then at 2:00 p.m., we're going to have an eclipse viewing for anybody that wants to come. We have a really big field out there. We have some glasses. And so we're going to have people come out to do that as well. And then at 7:00 that evening, he's going to talk about why he believes in a young creation. And then on Tuesday, it's tentative at this point, but we do have something for some homeschoolers during that morning. Not quite sure on the time on that. We'll put that on our website as soon as we figure that out.
Okay.
But at 7:00, he's going to talk about the road to man evolution. And so, and then on Wednesday evening, which will be his last day there, at 12:00, as I said earlier, is going to be the question and answer that I'm sure most people, I've got a lot of questions, so I'm going to ask a lot of questions. And then at 7:00, again, is people and dinosaurs did live together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as the viewers are watching this now, so they can just come and visit, or how is one of these viewers wanting to come? Do they have to contact you first, or do they just show up?
No, they can just show up. They can show up. If you go to our website, you'll find the schedule of things that we're doing. They can show up anytime they want to during that week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just tell the audience the website? That way, I want you all, if you're interested.
Yeah.
I know I'm interested.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely look this up more. So just tell the audience where to find that, and then where you guys are located to come.
Yeah, for sure. Our website address is gcfohio.com or centralohiograce.com. And our address is actually 4050 Radnor Road, Radnor, Ohio.
Nice. Is there anything you would like to add that we may have missed?
Yeah, so this guy, I mean, he's super interesting. His name's Dr. Grady S. McMurtry, and he actually taught his first college class in 7th grade. So this guy's like...
So he started as a teacher then?
Well, his mom and dad were professors at it was a major college. I can't remember exactly which one. But he is like on a genius level. And so he actually taught his first class when he was in 7th grade. And he was an evolutionist for many, many, many years. And then, as the Lord does, when you're trying to prove him wrong, he oftentimes steps in to prove himself right.
Yeah.
And so now he has been an evolution or a creation scientist for the last 35 years.
I only think that because I'm actually I'm a college student,
Yeah.
and I'm taking an anthropology class,
Yeah.
and I thought that was really interesting how you said that, because it's something that kind of relates to me. So I know it's definitely hitting that younger generation right
Yeah,
now
for
with
sure.
global warming and everything.
Yeah.
So I like how you guys are doing that type of conference, because many people don't talk about it anymore.
Yeah. Well, you know, truth starts at creation.
Yeah.
Right? It really does start there. If you can't prove creation, it's going to be really hard to prove anything else.
After
right?
that, yeah.
And so we have to go back to the beginning. And we're bringing this guy in that not only is he a believer now, but at one point he was an evolutionist and not a believer. And today he is a believer.
So he's kind of gone back and forth a little bit.
No, he started out at evolution and now is a creationist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that
Yeah.
part. Are you guys wanting to do any future conferences? Like, if this turns out really well, like, are you guys wanting to expand more?
Yeah, so within the creation or just any conference?
With any conference?
Yeah, so our church, our DNA is evangelism, and that's our DNA. So our senior pastor was a full-time evangelist for many years. I also evangelize, and so we'll sometime during the fall, we're actually going to have an evangelism conference to teach others how to go out and share the gospel. And we plan on that being one of our things that we do, what we're known for in the area, is teaching evangelism and sending people out.
Okay, so it's a conference, but you also want it to be more out there as well, correct?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, anybody would be able to come to learn how to evangelize. One of the hardest things for people to do, if you're not a pastor or an evangelist or anything like that, is to share your faith with others, right? And so we have a way that we can teach you how to share your faith and to share the gospel to lead people to Christ.
That's really interesting. And I like how you guys are doing this conference because, like you said, there's maybe a luncheon for younger kids, but something you're interested in as well
for sure.
as an adult. So you, as an audience, definitely need to check out their website and go visit them on this next week.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you for coming and visiting me today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll have you back for the next conference.
Yeah,
and
for
you,
sure.
as an audience, need to come back for that as well for the fall. Correct?
Sure.
Fall?
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And as always, I'm your host, Kayleigh Aiken. You are watching Public Affairs.
Between here and there, but I'm thankful for the journey. The journey got me here. Just watch and see what God can do.
Jesus, there's something about the name of Jesus.
God handled it all.
My God fixed it all.
His plan was mercy, loving. I'm on my way.
Best in Southern Gospel is found right here on COA-CD Radio.
Welcome, everyone. I am your host, Kayleigh Aiken, and you are watching Public Affairs. Today, I'm here with Mike Newman, the Fan the Flame.
My name's Mike Newman. I attend church here in town. I've done quite a few bits of ministry in my life and service to Jesus Christ, and I am here to tell you about the event that we are doing, or events that we are doing, and super excited to be here with you today.
So why did you guys start the Fan the Flame?
Actually, it was my pastor in his prayer time. God laid upon his heart that he needed to do an event just expressing the kindness of Jesus Christ to the community. He just really felt strongly that God was telling him, hey, I think that we're in a hard place as a community and as a world, and because of the pandemic and other things are going on and inflation going up, that times are hard. And he just wanted to be able to express a level of kindness to people in a way that it would just fill their hearts for the Lord, adding and growing this event, and to the point where we don't know what's going to come next. We just know it's going to be good. He is such a blessing to us, and we want to return that blessing to the community through these events. I will say that Fan the Flame is a wonderful opportunity for the churches of Marion to get engaged with the people of Marion, just to do what I said before, to show kindness and the love that they have for humanity, to be able to meet needs, see them where they're at, and provide all these activities and communities that what you'll hear about later, that we're just for the sole purpose of just helping people. For me, it's a wonderful opportunity to see myself grow, to see my church grow, to see other churches grow, to see my family grow, and to be challenged, to be stretched out a little bit beyond what your comfort zone is, just for the sole purpose of helping people.
These acts that you guys do, how many volunteers do you guys need to be able to do these that are possible to help the community?
Well, our activities now vary on what we're doing, in the event that we're doing, where we're doing it. Sometimes as little as maybe half a dozen, and sometimes more, depending on what the event is. But any volunteer that we can get, we are most excited to have and would love to have you come help us do this. When it comes to the event that we're going to do at the Coliseum, everyone on board. We will find a place for anybody who wants to come help at Fan the Flame 2024. And yes, the volunteers we've had, we know people's schedules are busy, and so we have a lot of change in volunteers as we do events and stuff. Some are on weekends, and some people aren't available on weekends and such. But yes, as many volunteers as we can get, I guess, is the best answer for that I could possibly tell you.
So after your description on if this is touching someone's heart right now and they wanted to volunteer for you guys, how would they get in contact? Did they call you, find you on Facebook? What's the best way?
It's Fan the Flame or Fan the Flame 2024. If you look that up on Facebook, you'll be able to find the past, present, and current or existing events that we're going to be doing. as well as the information that you can get a hold of us.
So what are some of the different acts that you guys have done in the past?
Homeless shelters. We did a free gifts out at a gas station here in town, just to show kindness to people. And they're just so taken aback by it. Well, why would you do this? Because of the love of Jesus Christ in our church and the churches that are joining us. We're partnering with the peanut butter and jelly truck, and we're trying to provide that. We have provided blankets numerous times for the nursing homes and for the fire departments to hand out to people who have suffered from fires.
Are there any new projects that you're planning or looking forward to?
Well, we will be doing a concert in the park. I think that's going to be the park on Center Street, and it's going to be a free live Christian concert. We're going to have multiple bands coming in to do that, with some speaking to do that. We also will have the Marion Coliseum, which the plans for that are still in the working, but we have got the approval to have about half the Coliseum. So our goal is we want to have a free child baby changing center there, a place for ladies and kids to rest. I think our plan is to do maybe some cornhole there and some speaking there and just engaging the community there, possibly some free water there for people to cool off during the fair, and just another way of outreach for the community. We have, I believe, some high state football players lined up. They're going to be speaking at the event. We are going to do a health fair Friday and a job fair Friday. So we have different activities coming in on Friday that's all to be about you, to help you. And so we really feel driven, as we're going to show kindness, that what's some of the biggest needs that we have as a community, and be able to provide a health care and a job fair and other assistance for people, I think we feel is very important. And so on to Saturday Saturday will be a longer day, of course, and we're going to start it out with a pass of blessing in the morning, and we're going to be doing giveaways. We're going to do, I believe, some kids area. I think we're going to have some inflatables and maybe some face painting going on, some balloons and all sorts of stuff. All free, no charge, nothing whatsoever. We do have one of the local groups helping us with the registration with that. We have security with that. So it'll be a safe, fun place for your family to come and enjoy. And then, of course, Sunday will be a day of worship and praise and speakers and engagement. We have a pastor coming in a speaker coming in from Kentucky for that. He's phenomenal. I look forward to listening to him. And so with that, it is a complete, as we see it now, a complete way or event that we're going to do the maximum amount of reach we can for this community.
I just want to put this out there for the viewers. So August 16th, which is that Friday, is from 4 to 9 p.m., if you want to check it out. August 17th, they'll have it from 12 to 9 p.m. And then August 18th, it'll be from 3 to 8 p.m. So that way you all can check it out, see what the surprise is.
See what the surprise is.
And make sure you guys have some fun. And what they're doing is really great out there. And I love that, showing the kindness to the community. So is there anything you would like to talk about that we haven't really touched on yet?
Yes, it's been very exciting. I've talked to countless people, old friends I've met, and I tell them about this event. And every time I can tell you, they are so excited about this event. You just see them smiling. And then the next question is, how can I get involved? What can I do? And I said, listen, we're going to keep you in touch. This thing's coming, and we want to keep you in touch. And we'll get you involved. We'll get you plugged in, and you'll be able to see God move in this community. I just can't say it enough how excited we are. And, I praise my pastor for this. He's been just sort of a juggernaut for this event. He's suffered personal loss at the beginning of this event, and it has not swayed him whatsoever. He has continued to move forward in this because God laid on his heart mightily to do this event, to reach people, to help people, to serve people in the name of Jesus Christ. And so that's the things that I'm looking forward to. And I'm looking forward to the day after this event, when all the dust settles and we see what the Lord has done. I think it's just going to be a day of praise. all the people that are involved, all the churches that are involved, the people, we have got people praying, like I said, in Georgia and out west and in, you know, in South Carolina with people praying for this event. And I think it's going to be an amazing harvest for the Lord.
What are you guys doing to outreach more people in the community?
We continue to just sort of pray about, and God's been very faithful in giving us activities like, you know, we knew the solar eclipse was coming. How can we use that as an opportunity to just serve people in kindness and like give them a location that just show up, see the eclipse, and free of charge. And it gives us an opportunity to engage them, to meet and greet them, to tell them about what we're doing. And so we continue to just think and talk and brainstorm about how can we do this? What event can we do? You know, what do we have the finances to do? What do we have the people to do? And move on. And, you know, we have, I believe, other churches that have come on board with this. They're come up with their own ideas. And they're really excited about these opportunities just to meet people and to serve people. And oftentimes it doesn't take a great deal of finances. It just takes a great deal of planning and a purpose of heart to do this. And so, yes, that's the exciting thing about this is as it has grown, as I said before, I don't try to be surprised anymore. I expect greatness from God, and He has not disappointed me. Every time I turn around, my pastor's calling me up. He says, "Yeah, we have something new on board to do," and I'm like, "Oh, wow." And that's all I can do is just say, "Wow, let's go."
Well, you talked about a little bit of the financial and the process. So how long do these projects take to work through? Like how much planning goes behind the process?
Some of the planning is, like, for example, the one coming up, it was really pretty simple once we came up with the idea. We ordered some solar glasses, so we'll have them coming in the mail. And basically, we're just going to do some signs, and we're going to invite any volunteers if you want to come down to the point. You can find it. The construction's there right now on Church Street and 95. And we're just going to have people with signs out say, "Hey, come get your sunglasses," and we're going to have a team there, and maybe we'll be offering some water or some snacks or something, and just to be able to engage people, and they'll be able to come down, bring a chair, and enjoy the eclipse, and then again, we'll be able to give them invites, handouts, cards, whatever we can, to make sure that they know about the future events that we're doing, because again, it's about you. You know, that's what it's about Marion. It's about the surrounding counties and such. It's about you. We just want to show you kindness. So,
how long did this project take at the Marion Coliseum? Like you said, the eclipse, it was kind of like on the fly. It was easier to do.
Yes.
What's something like this that takes longer to work on? Because obviously you talked about taking the blankets to the fire department. That's easier. Just the collection part is the process.
Yes.
But something like this that really touches more individuals.
This is where I really have to be so thankful for my pastor. He has really done a lot of legwork on this. He has contacted many of these people to say, "Hey, are you interested in doing this?" And God is so good in this. And this, oh yeah, absolutely. And so yeah, we actually have we redesigned a room in our church because we're doing Fan the Flame. We have a room that's called the Furnace. This is where the discussion happens. This is where the planning is the hottest. That's why we call it the furnace, because that's where this flame is going to start. And we have an 8-foot whiteboard that we have scribbles all over it where we're doing planning for this. What do we do? How do we do it? When do we do it? Who does it? And what can we bring in? And still, I will say this, the list that we have may not be completely, entirely covering what we're doing. I don't know what else God's going to do between now and August. There may be more added to this list. And we're happy to do it. We want people coming and experience just without any kind of stress, without any kind of obligation at all. Just experience the freedom of knowing the kindness of Jesus Christ through the works of His church. And that's what it's about. And so our pastor has sort of coined the servants for this event. We are agents of kindness. And it sort of parallels in Corinthians where, we're told that we're ambassadors of Christ, and Christ is kind. And that's what we want to be, is kind. We really believe that showing kindness to people, particularly when they don't expect it, it gives us really good inroads to have a dialogue with people and talk with people and show them that maybe church isn't what they think it was, or Jesus wasn't who they think he is. And so, we're super excited. And again, my pastor sometimes says with this event, it's trying to nail Jello to the wall because God keeps adding more and more and more and more. It's just going to be awesome. We can't wait. So,
with that being said, do you have any final remarks or anything you'd like to put on top of that?
Well, as a sort of event coordinator for this, helping my pastor, I will say that we still need some volunteers. We need some volunteers for July 5th. That will be at the Coliseum. You can contact us for more information. We are going to try to occupy half the space in the Marion Coliseum. If you've been in there, you know how big that is. And we want that just slam full of things for people to be able to just experience and just relax and enjoy and such, and maybe get away from the heat a little bit, and just have a kind word, maybe a cup of water handed out in Jesus' name. That's what we want to do. And so, yes, we would love to have you on board right now. That's one area that I can tell you that we're a little bit thin on volunteers for. A lot of people that are in on other things are just occupied in that time. And so, yes, but I will tell you from the bottom of my heart, this is a complete non-profit event. So I will tell you this: 100% of any donation that you give to Fan the Flame goes directly into Fan the Flame. There's nobody getting paid to do this. We're all doing this out of the kindness of our heart and just the charge that Jesus has given us. And so I will tell you, your donations will be used as wisely as we can to have the greatest effect on what we do. Your time will be done and used wisely as we can to have the greatest effect for Jesus Christ. And I will tell you, I have a plea with you. Pray. If you don't have the finances right now, that's great. God knows your heart. But pray. All it does is cost you a little bit of time. Pray for this event. Pray for the people that are coming to this event. Pray for the servants that are in the pastors and the lay leaders and the worship leaders and all that. Pray for this event, because God is on the move, as I said earlier. God is on the move, and I think you just want to be part of that. Pray for this event hard. Pray for it every day. Pray for this event. Pray for my pastor, and know that, and just wait and watch and see what God's going to do through this event. It's going to be a spiritual explosion in Marion, Ohio. And I cannot wait. We're very looking forward to each event we do. It just keeps getting better and better and better and better. So please, again, I say to you, check out our Facebook group. Check out our Facebook page. Get the information you need. Check out, if you're not certain of what we're doing, go back and scroll through and see what we've been doing in this event. And I think you'll be convinced that it's just about Jesus Christ. It's just about serving the community. It's just about showing kindness. And kindness in a way that you just won't find anywhere else. You see, everything we do is about kindness. And it's a kindness you just can't find anywhere else in the world. It's a kindness that leads to Jesus. That's our hope. That's our prayer.
Well, thank you, Mike, for coming out. I really appreciate that conversation that we had today, and I hope it touched you as viewers. And I just want to encourage you that if you want to help Fan the Flame, to get in contact with them and help out and just be a part of that kindness in the community. And as always, I am your host, Kayleigh Aiken, and you are watching Public Affairs.